Hey, shalom, shalom, Israel. I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, and KAKWADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles who great millstone and teaching with well. Peace and salutations be to elect. Brother Tazwan, I'm coming at you from the GMS Tampa camp down here in Tampa, Florida. This lesson's going to be going into a post posted up by DONP Live. It says George Floyd's brother shows off $45,000 custom tribute chain. You know, you already know where this lesson going. Where the hell he get that kind of money? You know, it's a chain with half the face of George Floyd and half the face of a lion. All right. Which this nigga probably didn't even love his brother for real, but he got his face on his neck. He didn't have his face on his neck before, you know. All of a sudden, he's a George Floyd supporter. It's just clout chasing, and the nigga probably sold him out. Get that money, man. Probably sold him out for the bag, man. Jake do some grimy shit these days for some money. All right. Let's see. This is the book of this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9 and verse 4. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. You can't just trust in anybody, man. All right, though he may be an Israelite, don't mean you gotta trust him. Though he's your blood brother, that don't mean you need to trust him. All right, I done seen blood brothers, a few of my blood brothers, you know, not the ones that are in the truth, but I got a few blood brothers on my dad's side that I didn't grow up with, that have already done some grimy shit, and that will do some grimy shit, you know. So it's not like I put trust in these men, who I'll call brother, though we have the same dad, same blood, we come from the same nuts. That don't mean I'm gonna put my life in your hand. And my family, you know, is big on, well, my dad's side of the family is big on family. They big on brotherhood. They big on blood, you know. But I've seen these men do some of the grimiest shit to their own blood, right? And even talk against the Lord. You don't trust in the Lord, but Shai, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I can't trust you. Take ye heed every one of his neighbor. I mean, beware of your neighbor, man. Be on the lookout. Don't just, you know, expect him to be in the same mindset and the type of timing that you're on. You're a servant of the Lord. That don't mean your neighbor is. Okay? I have men that I call best friend in the world, and they ended up sleeping with my woman at the time. All right? It says, and trust ye not in any brother. That these men could get close to you just to take the things that you have because they envy you. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. So yeah, they're gonna utterly supplant. They're gonna finesse you, trick your ass into thinking they with you the whole time. They out for your life for that bag. All right. We got a chain around his neck, man, with his brother face on it. Like, come on, bro. And these niggas will act like they're mourning you and supporting you after you've already died, when the whole time they the one that killed you. I don't know if they said this guy was homeless or something, but if he was, where the fuck was his brother at? All right, where were you at to keep him out of that situation in the first place? It says, and they will deceive everyone his neighbor and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies and weary themselves to commit iniquity. These niggas actually put in labor. They'll tire themselves out just to commit iniquity, sin upon sin. All right, just to accomplish it. And then they'll wear it around their neck like a trophy or a medal, medallion. And that's what this nigga did. All right. Anyone that truly lost their family member and loved them and mourned them in truth wouldn't do it publicly. This nigga's clearly doing it for a stunt. All right. Clearly doing it to be seen. Okay, everybody, this was my brother. He looked just like his ass too. But here it is. Some years later, this nigga got him around his neck, and all of a sudden, everybody taking pictures and sharing it, and $45,000. Yeah, whatever, nigga. You know, fuck you doing $45,000 around your neck in the first place? It's typical nigga shit. Scriptures say riches are not comely to a niggard. You could have done better things with that money rather than put it around your neck and show it off. You know, what is that gonna do for you? All right. It's ass. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. So we live in the midst of deceit, man. All these niggas Decepticons. Everybody's deceptive. Everybody is out for their own gain, and they will walk and step all over you just to get it, to accomplish their lusts. They don't want nothing to do with you, man. All right. So you men of the Lord, don't feel upset. Don't feel sad or depressed that this world does not accept you. It's a world full of lies and deception. Even when you were in the world and you had all the friends in the world, they were never truly your friends. Okay? They used you for what? Fame, popularity, to not seem lonely, to not seem like a loser or whatever. Or because you had similar interests in the world, which is in wickedness. But when we came to this truth, we departed from such lives. We departed from such lifestyles, Salakia. We departed from such motives, such traditions. We killed that shit and buried it with our old bodies. All right, now these new bodies live until the Lord, YAHWASHI, and doeth His will. Okay, that's why these devils, they hate us, because we are the elite of the Israelites. All right, we are held to a higher standard. We have high standards for ourselves. Okay, just as the Lord has standards for us, high standards for us, man. You see a nigga eating pork and you just, ugh, nigga, you filthy. You a filthy nigga, ain't you? Greasing that shit. Yeah, I love it too. I told a nigga one time, hey man, the Lord you don't want to get that pork demon off you. The Lord might kill your ass, man. He said, well, guess I'm gonna die eating pork. The most niggerly shit I've ever heard, man. One of the most nigga things I've ever heard. Okay. What did nigga Boss Mandilo say? He said he the biggest nigga. Okay. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit they refuse to know me. Whew, saith the Lord, YAHWASHI. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will melt them and try them, for how shall I do for the daughter of my people? All right. So here it is, man. These devils, all right, they hate you, and then Jake, you hate each other. These are the curses, man. Okay. These are the curses that we have to live through, and we see our people suffer from their day in and day out, man. All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 24. In an NIV, it says, one who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. So the friends we made in this truth are closer than blood brothers, man. You know? Because while we have a common goal after righteousness, the friends you had in the world, you had these friends because y'all agreed in wickedness. But the men of the Lord, we agree in righteousness. It's like we all knew each other from aforetime. when you come around each other, man. Okay? It's like, man, we just rekindling an old friendship that we had. We picking up on where we left off in our previous lives, bro. That's what it feels like, because we are all one in YAHAWASHI. We've been doing this work before, and possibly together. And NLT says, there are friends, quote unquote, friends who destroy each other, but a real friend sticks closer than a brother. Let's go. The AMP says, the man of too many friends chosen indiscriminately. All right, you ain't even vet these guys out. You got all the friends in the world. Yeah, I had all these friends. Yeah, you got all the friends in the world, but you don't know none of them. It says, the man of too many friends chosen indiscriminately will be broken in pieces and come to ruin. But there is a true loving friend who is reliable and sticks closer than a brother. That's the AMP. Okay. GNT, we go finished up with that. GNT says, some friendships do not last, but some friends are more loyal than brothers. Let's go, bro. There you have it, bro. Why? Because you have agreed in righteousness. You may have friends, but majority of your friends may not agree with everything you agree with. You know, the way you live your life, they may not agree. That's why when you came into this truth, everybody distanced themselves from you. I don't know how y'all, you know, Salakia for saying y'all know. Me speaking as a man, personally, I myself, when I came into the truth, I let it be known on all my social media. I had a lot of friends, many friends, hundreds, that I called friends, you know. I didn't know the definition of a friend until I came into the truth. But I had hundreds, man. I had hundreds of associates and plenty of friends. When I came into the truth, I began posting all of the truth on my social media. And bro, I lost them all. Every single one. Okay, not one abided in the word of the Lord. Not one consulted with me, and you know, they all ran away. They fled. When the light started to shine, they stayed in the darkness. They didn't attempt to come into the light. They didn't attempt to understand the light. None of that. If you ain't, the scriptures say, when a man departs from evil, he maketh himself a prey. Okay? Get ready to be preyed upon by what? Evildoers. All right? Wickedness. The lust to do evil. You in these fleshly bodies, these chains of darkness. It's a chain that's chaining you to the darkness. Okay? These bodies chain you to the darkness. But when the Spirit is upon us, we in the light. We in His truth, we in the light, man. And the light burns this flesh. The flesh hates it. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But the Spirit said no. The flesh starts doing what? It starts suffering mentally. It suffers mentally. It starts to scoff mentally. Sometimes you can hear your flesh scoffing at the truth, man. You got to rebuke your own damn self. That's how you know we in chains of darkness. That's how you know our bodies are chained to the darkness, chained to the world. Okay? And that was the fault. All right, with the old covenant was these bodies. Okay? That's why the Lord's bringing a new covenant, and He's bringing new bodies with it. So it's not just a new covenant, it's also a new bodies that we're going to inhabit. So that we can't go off anymore, because these bodies are accustomed to wickedness. They're terrestrial. They're going to cling to earthy things. As the scriptures say, if you are of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, and I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Roughly paraphrasing. See? The Lord chose us out of this world. You lost all those friends because the Lord didn't choose them. All them friends you had, they gone now because the Lord ain't want them. A lot of people was created to be melted in that fire. Okay? To put on a show for the Lord and His angels and His elect in that fire. They're going to dance in that motherfucking fire, man. They're going to see their whole life flash before them. And the Lord is the God of time. Just like he's the God of all things. He's the God of time as well. He's going to make it feel like an eternity for you. What can only be seconds. Watching your whole life story unfold before you while you melt at an unrecordable speed, man. Your body turning to jelly. Okay? And that's what's really getting ready to happen. A lot of people was born for that. But then you have those that was born to watch those burn in the fire, which is the elect. Scripture says, I was standing on what seemed to be a sea of glass, mingled with fire. Let's go, man. Okay. Let's grab this. Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. All right. Yeah, your eye, it's a curse. Deuteronomy 28, we reading the curses. You niggas got an evil eye against your brother. You ever wonder why the fuck Jake just started snapping when they see their own people? I was watching this video today. Young Jakes beating each other ass at a graduation in front of all these people. Whenever Jake get around in the crowd, there's always some kind of contention. Somebody gonna break out into a fight. Somebody gonna kill one another, man. Always a shooting going on. You see that in the Boondocks. You know, say whenever niggas get together, there's always a riot or a fight. A brawl happens. You know, they say it always starts with a chair. That episode was funny, man. You should watch it. Your brother should watch it if you get a chance. Boondocks. I can't remember what episode, but basically they was doing a news report, and all you see was a chair go flying in the background. As soon as the chair hit the floor, it got quiet, and all you heard was a nigga say, "I'm mad," and then all these niggas just started beating each other's ass. Okay. As soon as it's like PTSD or something. That's the curses, bro. What can cause a nigga to snap for him to attack somebody that looks just like him? That's self-hatred at its finest. You don't see videos and articles and stories or movies or shows about Jake constantly waging war on the Edomites, the same people who oppressed and lynched us for years. They do it upon each other, to themselves. Jake trying to get up on his feet. Here comes your brother right up the road, coming to knock your ass back down so he can get one up over you. He see you doing good, he gonna pull out that nine on your ass and say, "Give me everything you got." Break into your house, take all the shit you have, okay, just to go spend it riotously. Okay, not righteously, but riotously, you know, which means spending like a nigga, man. You're gonna spend it on everything he can, everything he get eye contact of. All right, and the scriptures also say a nigga that come up into riches unjustly, okay, he shall lose his riches midlife, and at the end of his life he shall be an old fool, a poor old fool. And that's what you niggas do, man. You can never support each other. Northern Kingdom support each other. You see Northern Kingdom bunkered up in the houses together, man. I live in a Northern Kingdom area. All these Northern Kingdom out here is just like 10 to each house, man. All right. My neighbors, matter of fact, my immediate neighbors right next to me, they was cool with the people. They just moved in. They got cool with the people across the street. And they was being evicted because they couldn't pay the rent. The rent was so expensive they couldn't pay it. And what happened? The neighbors they were cool with across the street that they just met gave them their house, and they moved out and went somewhere else. So you see, you got Northern Kingdom working together. That's how you know the curses are stronger upon the Southern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom under the curses too. You know, that's why they divided it even amongst themselves. Okay, we all under the curses as a nation of people, Israel. But, man, Southern Kingdom got that shit hard. All right, because you're the oldest, you knew better. You had to get more stripes. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. That's why there's a proverb going around about niggas just going out for milk and never coming back to their kids. And then the woman raised the boy up, raised the child, and the child just become tenfold the child of hell, man. Become a flamer, become a sado, become a nigga, or a so-called gangster that just kill his brothers. That's all. It's always those two routes. Become a gangster that's gonna kill your brothers, or become a faggot. It's lucky. I didn't mean to say that. I'm gonna say British cigarette, like the elder brother always say. Elder Manasseh ZABAWALAN. You can become a British cigarette. These are the two options you have under the authority and guidance of Eve, because he's one ain't good at making decisions. You see, that's the reason why we all got an expiration date in the first place. But this is the curses that we are under, man. And I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. Akim not wealth, listening to the sincerity. Okay, this lesson was going into George Floyd, brother, wearing a $45,000 chain with his face on it, with his brother's face on it, with George Floyd's face on it. All right, see that these niggas ain't got no respect, no honor, you know, and they're not really brothers for real, you know. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of who you call brother, you know. Vet a man. You got to really pay attention to a man's actions, the way he speaks, the way he talks, the way he dresses, the way he acts, what he does in his free time to know, yeah, I can trust this man, you know. But with that, I give all glory, honor, praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, CUBANS.